Hey everybody, Muscle Wagon here. I'm really concerned, which is why I'm doing this live stream. How's everybody doing? I hope you had a blessed 4th of July and everybody was safe if you use fireworks and whatever. Uh, so, um, just to tell everybody in a nutshell, there's times when I'm on YouTube and I'm scrolling on my phone, and certain things come up in your feed, and um, I'm trying to get my words together. So excuse me for a minute. This is my second live stream. The first one I did was just me doing some practice on DJing. I'm getting myself ready, um, get my equipment ready, and I'm going to be hitting the streets soon. So I'm just trying to get myself used to mentally used to doing stuff publicly. Anyway, that's not why I'm doing this video and why I'm sharing my screen. Um, if you look on Wikipedia, um, what's concerned me is this Project 2025, and uh, there's one of the channels that I'm subscribed to, who gives primarily honest opinions about politics and what's going on, did say something today that really has me concerned. So, if you do hear a lot of noise in the background, my town they're doing fireworks today because it was supposed to rain yesterday. So I think they're on their finale. So I was just looking up I don't want to say the name wrong. So the Midas Touch Network, one of their employees, if you've never seen the Midas Touch Network, um, they do a lot of politics. They follow Trump's his trial. They had their own opinions. Michael Cohen, Trump's former attorney, is one of their employees. So I watch and listen to them because they give honest opinions, in my view, um, of what's going on in the politics and Trump's lies and other people who may be lying or telling the truth. Like it's both sides for them. Like they're just giving you information, which is why I listen to them and watch them, and I'm a subscriber to their channel. But this Project 2025 is really concerning. And um, I know some people say, yeah, well, Trump just has um, his agenda is different. Is what you'll say. He's not a is what they will say, not you. He's not a politician. Like if you compare Joe Biden to Donald Trump, um, they'll say, well, he's not like Joe Biden. He's not a career politician. He's a businessman. He's a billionaire. He's a this, he's that. He's successful at what he did, what he's done, what he's doing, with his company. Google is your friend, people. I'm asking you to research. Don't just listen. Do yourself a favor, right? And this is why I'm live right now. I'm very concerned. Um, I come from a family of career politicians. I grew up in politics, which is probably why I myself never became a politician. I got to see the behind the scenes of politics. So this is one area growing up from a kid and being in the streets and with uh, people running for office. I know politics like the back of my hand. I was helping people from 7, 8, 9 years old until today. So this is one area I know what I'm talking about, and I'm very concerned how dangerous and the group is growing. So to make this quick and not hours and hours long, um, let me. So my other half is upstairs, and she's going to come downstairs in a minute. So if you, so in a nutshell, they want to abolish the Department of Education. I mean, it's right here, well, this is blue, but in black and white. Um, they want to cut the National Institute of Health. I'm doing a live stream on YouTube, okay? Um, this is, I want to say this is really crazy. They want to remove legal protections against discrimination based on sexual orientation. So I'm on YouTube on a live stream. Do you hear me?
What?
I'm on YouTube on a live stream. So if you don't want to be on camera, I'm just letting you know if you're not dressed appropriately or whatever. Okay. So if okay, so as of right now, you have gay rights, right? A man can marry a man. You can love who you want. A woman can marry a woman. Love who you want. Be who you are. Color your hair however you want. Right now, that's fine. But if Trump wins, you can kiss that goodbye. You're gonna go back in the closet. I'm telling you right now. It says it's you looking at it. Um, they want to do away with climate change. They want to also consolidate the House of Representatives and the Senate. Um, so the one thing that Trump did do, um, he put he put people who believe in what he's doing in positions of power. So the reason why Roe v. Wade got overturned is because there were people who already agreed with the abolishment of abortion, and he added three more to that. He had the numbers, and what I don't understand is how do you lie to Congress and nobody does anything? Do you know they lied to you? Anybody else lies to you, you do something about it. But you have three judges that lie to you and you don't do anything. So, I mean, is this all part of the big plan? Is Trump really like the spearhead or somebody they've been waiting for all these years that they've been planning this, and now everybody's just like when you have a flood and the worms come out the ground, and if you live in people who lived in the projects, you turn the lights on and the roaches are running all over the place and then they're hiding. So I'm just saying it's crazy how many people are just outright saying this stuff and just going along with whatever. So I'm lost for words, and I'm not going to be long-winded on this. Like I'm saying, this is Wikipedia, right? You see it right here on the top of the screen. It says Wikipedia, right? You just type in Project 2025, it pops right up. So they call it a presidential transition project, but that's not what this is. This is getting rid of uh, portions of the Constitution. They want it, you can see it yourself. They want to abolish the Department of Education. Who does that? Um, cons- Consolidating the House of Representatives with the Senate is something else. Like there's a reason why each chamber is separate. There's a reason why the Constitution was written how it was. I mean, today, 200 and something years later, we don't know anything about the English and the Queen of England or whoever was king at the time. Those people who came over here to America and pushed the Indians out knew that they didn't want to live how they were living, which is why they made rules and had structure so over here could be free from what was going on in another country or other countries, other parts of the world, where if you guys have never been on a plane and you've never been outside the country, you don't know how other people live. I fortunately had the opportunity to travel outside the country and got an eye, my eyes had the opportunity to see how other people live. I do not want my country that I live in to be like those countries. And if I'm telling you right now, if Donald Trump and this guy Kevin Roberts get their way, this country will be just as bad or even worse than. And I don't want see, and I'm intentionally not naming other countries. Um, and people who come from other countries who are watching this, you're gonna agree with me. You're gonna be like, yeah, he's right. People come to America for a chance to live better than what they were. They know that they call America the land of opportunity because that's what it is. Everybody has an opportunity to be who they are. If you're gay, you have an opportunity to be gay. If you want to be a billionaire, you have an opportunity to make money to become a billionaire. You want to be a real estate, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be a bus driver, you want to be a policeman, a fireman, whatever it is, you could be that here in America and it doesn't matter. But I'm telling you, if Donald Trump becomes president again, and he already tried it with trying to overturn the election and storm the White House once. This time it's going to be really bad. He's never going to leave, and uh, you can read it. It says Donald Trump in general. These initiatives seek to help avoid the mistakes of his first term, and like it's right here. You can read. This is what he's saying. They're going to do. Steve Bannon, who who's currently at Rikers Island for crimes that he's committed, is in jail right now. If look at the people that Donald Trump puts around him. You name me, please, one person? Name me one person that has not tried to do something illegal against the country. If we were in another, if we were in another country, they would be calling this treason. And nobody wants to say it. He wants to get rid of the FBI. I mean, I'm reading this and my mouth is open. And like I said, I try to stay out of politics, and I know I'm scrolling kind of fast. Um, and I'm stopping at certain points, and I just and look, like I said, I'm really lost for words, but this thing is 920 pages, as you see right here. They call it a mandate for leadership, right? I'm listening to this guy speak on a short video. He's talking about this is the second revolution. Since when? Who? What? There'll be bloodshed if like if what? Are you guys willing to really throw away your freedoms and your livelihoods, your comfort? Look, we are all comfortable. Yes, you are comfortable in your neighborhood, right? To an extent. I don't know what you're doing, what goes on in your house. I don't know what goes on in your life, right? Even if you're a homeless person, right? Primarily, nobody bothers you. You could be on the highway begging for money, trying to get food, selling food, depending on where you live. You know, in my area, sometimes I see people who are here from some Latin people that are here. They're out on the highway selling food to make money so they can survive. That is going to be done. I also heard them say they want to get rid of 25 million Latinos. You know who that's going to be. Your dreamers and everybody else who's been here already. You don't know any other country. You're going to be one of the first to go. And why you're going to be the one of the first to go is because you're going to be the easiest to find. You are established. You have a home. You'll have jobs. They know where to get you. You're going to be the first ones. I promise you, you're going to be the first ones to go because you're the easiest ones. Everybody else who doesn't have ID, who can just move around and are basically unseen are going to be the hardest ones um, to round up at first. But I mean, come on, this guy says it over and over again. He speaks his truth, and you say you don't. I've heard people say, "Oh, I don't think he's going to do it." Since when? Did you not watch the video of 10,000 people or 5,000 people or 2,000 people, however many people it was, storm the capital of the United States, climbing the walls and breaking glass to get in to stop the results of an election? What do you mean it was a barbecue? What do you mean they were all good people? They weren't doing what you thought you saw. That's not what you saw. It was something else. It was other than what was going on. And you guys, the people out there that are just with this, right? Because I know some of you that are out there since the Confederates lost, there's been this underground movement to have a Confederate president, right? It's been here. They've been training, they have weapons, they're ready to go. I know they're out there. A lot of other people know they're out there. But now that Trump has gone into office, is awakened some of them, and now some of them are trying to get into office so they can implement what they want. I'm just saying, if you really just go on Wikipedia, right, and look at this. And I mean, there's stuff here for voting rights. They want to they want to ban pornography. Uh, okay, like that's if that's your choice, where you don't like pornography or people not looking at it, or kids may come across it or something like that. Okay, fine. That's your choice. You don't have to watch it. But there's a whole industry of people who make money off of that. So you mean you're gonna end other people's careers because of what you think or how you feel about something that they're doing? That you have millions of people out here, thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people who enjoy watching whatever's going on because that's what they like. So now you want to end all that for what? I mean, I just like I said, I really don't want to make this long-winded, and I know that I'm talking, but um, if you look at this, it also says Project 2025 would reverse a 2009 finding from the EPA that determined that carbon dioxide emissions are harmful to human health. I mean, if you, they're gonna try, and Trump said this before. He wants to turn the clock back. I mean, he said it openly that he wanted to. This is what he wants to do. I mean, a lot of the Biden stuff that's here, that he's done. If you even just look at how the stock market is doing as a gauge, the stock market has continued to hit record highs. The S&P really never has moved so much, right? The Nasdaq, those the Dow usually is the big Kahuna, right? And that's the one that usually goes up and down and breaks records and this and that. You've never really heard of the S&P and Nasdaq hitting record highs. That's only because of what Joe Biden has done. And then you guys, let me just say this real quick. You guys keep saying Joe Biden step back, step out, get out, drop out. But you're not asking him, you're not only asking him, you're not saying who's gonna be his replacement, guys. You want Joe Biden to drop out the race without somebody else to get into the race. Like, how stupid is that? How can you say step away from the race and you have nobody to come in to say, okay, Joe Biden, we have Joe Schmo to replace you as president? You guys are not serious. You're not serious. And I'm watching some of you CNN commentators crying. What are you doing? You guys need to get in line. The DNC and the rest of you guys, y'all need to get in line. You need to follow Donald Trump's book on this one thing. How the Republicans are falling in line. You guys need to stop with the bullshit and get in line behind Joe Biden. And it's like all of you want Trump to be in office. If you're a Democratic leader, if you're on a TV station with millions and millions of people watching you, and you keep talking about how Joe Biden had a bad day because doing a debate and he did so bad on the debate and he was preparing for a week for the debate. Yeah, you know what? I got to tell you, Joe Biden choked. Okay, so what? It happens. That doesn't mean that he should end his political career because one night he choked. And he stutters. I don't get this. I watch this. It annoys me to no end to see how you people in political power are not getting behind your person that is the head of your party. What are you doing, guys and girls? I don't know what y'all are doing. Get behind Joe Biden and stop playing. I'm going to stand over here in this corner. I'm not going to say anything that's I'm so scared. Stop being scared. You guys are being scared. It's the one thing that people who are bullies rely on is the fear of I don't want to be bullied by this person. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to follow what they're doing. If Trump wants to bully Joe Biden and not me, I'm going to let him bully Joe Biden so he doesn't bully me. That's what y'all are doing. You guys are scared to death that Donald Trump or one of his friends or whoever, one of the crazies, are going to come after you. You don't want them coming after you, so you sound like you're in favor of Donald Trump. But what you're doing is the people that are on the border, you helping them think, well, I might as well vote for Donald Trump. How bad could it be? I'm telling you, people who are on the border, you cannot vote for Donald Trump. I don't usually say that. I say vote for whoever you want, right? But when I'm seeing what's going on and what they have planned from day one, You women, you think he took um, the abortion rights away from you? They're going to go way deeper than that. You men too. Look, you got to start somewhere. When you're doing stuff to people, you got to start somewhere. So what does a bully do first? They bully you. They push you around first. Then they tell you, "Give me your money," right? You put up a little resistance. What do? They punch you in the face. Give me your money. Then and you tell them no, whatever. So you might get away with it for the first couple of times, and then what happens? Right? They keep bullying you. Then what do? I'm tired of being bullied. Oh, please don't bully no more. Here, take my money. It's over for you. You guys need to watch the end of the Karate Kid, right? And take a page out of his book. He stood up to the bully. You guys have to stand up to these bullies. Stop letting yourself be bullied by this party and do the right thing. You're not doing the right thing. None of you are doing the right thing. Van Jones, bro, I respect everything that you do, right? But from what I'm hearing, I haven't got the opportunity to watch your interview. You're being watched by millions of eyeballs. What are you doing, bro? You cannot say, I love the president, and then in the next breath say something totally opposite of what is going on and how you feel because this man, so what if Joe Biden is 80 plus years old? So all you guys are discriminating against people of older age. And why do I say you're discriminating against people of older age? Because Joe Biden is 80 plus years old, and because of his age, you say that he has the inability to do the one thing that he's been doing for over 50 plus years. That man knows more about politics and government and how to run government than anybody else. He's one of the longest running people in the either in politics, period. From being in being a senator and knowing how everything else works, how could you can't get somebody who's more experienced than Joe Biden when it comes to running the United States and the way how he's been running the United States. I don't hear anybody. I don't hear you guys talking about the good things that Joe Biden has done or is doing. I don't hear you guys saying that. You guys are not saying it, okay? And I'm going to say this right now. It takes years for a country to come back from a bad presidency. So it took Donald Trump 2 to 3 years to mess up the country after getting it from Barack Obama. President Obama had to took the country from his predecessor, who had the Enron scandal and all this other stuff, and messed up the country. And it took a few years for it to get back on track. You had the crash in 2008, and then you had Biden. Not Biden. You had President Obama come in, and he had to right all the wrongs of another person, and that takes time when it's a country. We're not talking about a town. We're not talking about your local village. We're not talking about a city. We're not talking about your city. We're talking about 50 states that have to readjust to a bad presidency, and that takes time. So when you actually look at the stuff that Joe Biden has done in the 4 years he has been president behind a bad presidency, he has done a phenomenal job. But you guys are so busy listening to Donald Trump keep talking his bully talk, and everybody's laughing when he's saying jokes because you don't want to be bullied by this guy. You're scared. You're scared to death. I understand. Nobody wants to be bullied. Nobody wants somebody calling their house, coming by their house, giving death threats. Excuse me, giving death threats to their family members and all that other stuff. Nobody wants it. I don't want it. Nobody wants it. I understand. But this is not the time. This is not the place for all you people especially you guys who are in positions to be able to talk to the masses, to be scared to speak your voice. So I'm gonna end it with that. All I'm saying, guys, again, is go to the Wikipedia, type in Project 2025. I mean, this thing is this is a snapshot. This is just a snapshot of the 900 plus pages of what they're planning to do if Donald Trump wins. And even though I heard recently that Donald Trump said, "Oh, I have nothing to do with Project 2025." You guys got to remember they had gumballs every time Trump lied. They had jars of gumballs. Do you guys remember that? By the time he was done, they had like 3,000 gumballs in various jars. I cannot, I personally cannot believe a word that comes out of this man's mouth. I just can't do it. And the rest of you that are just following behind him, just because he was on TV, you liked him. You liked him because he was on The Apprentice. Or you're fired and all this other stuff. You liked him because of that. And that's the only reason why you really liked him, because you liked the program that he was on. You guys have to look back at what he's done for you. Do you own a house? Are your taxes over $10,000? Do you not remember that this man, one of the first things he did was make it so that you are losing if you're so let's say right now your taxes at your house is $12,000. We are capped at $10,000. That means every year, if your taxes are going up over $10,000, you are losing whatever the amount of money over $10,000 is. Donald Trump has done that. Every woman that is of age to give birth or get pregnant, Donald Trump and whoever else is involved has also made it so that you have a tough time getting an abortion if you needed one. If you were married and your pregnancy, you had a bad pregnancy and you needed surgery or whatever to save the person's life, well, too bad for you. You would have to die. That child within you is more important than your life. Okay? If your uncle or your father or you were in the park and you were raped and got pregnant, sorry for you. That child is more important than your trauma and your rape. You have to carry that unwanted child and give birth. I mean, this is crazy. And they have more. They have so much more that's coming. They figure they got away with this. Like I said a few minutes ago, what does a bully do? First they bully you, and then they tell you, give me your money. You say no, I'm not giving you my money. They punch you in the face, punch you in the stomach, whatever, give me your money. And then somebody interrupts it, you get away that time, they see you again, they do the same thing. Now you don't want to be bullied anymore, so you just give up your money. You're done. So in this case, they've taken certain rights away from you. They reversed certain things already, and they tell you, well, live with it. So I'm going to end this here, and my other half is in the background, and I know she wants me to stop talking. I'm going to stop talking anyway because I know I said I'm going to end it, and I am. But just again, this is so wild what I'm seeing and what I'm reading and how they really. I'm just asking, guys, please. Like, I'm going to start this, and yeah. So, like I said, the whole reason why I made this live stream is I'm very concerned. I am, and I hope whoever really watches this that you take the opportunity to really do research. So, all right, guys, have a good day. Still vote for who you want to vote for. I know who I'm voting for, but I'm just saying, in the end, democracy has to live. So, all right, peace.
I don't know.